Hey, it's Sean and welcome back to our travel channel. Since we came down to South Florida for our family's wedding, we really wanted to check out Miami. Now, since it's New Year's Eve, we're a little bit limited in time, but we wanted to make sure we checked out the top spots here in Miami. Now, before we start our journey, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it helps us build our content and produce videos that you really like. Now, follow me this way as we start our journey throughout Miami. One of the main spots that we wanted to see in Miami is the Wynwood Wall Museum. And it's famous for having different mural art, and this whole neighborhood has a lot of different mural wall art all over the town, such as like on restaurants, shops. So it's definitely an artist's paradise. And as you can see, it's really unique and very creative and very bright, which is also one of the things I love about the Miami scene is they love bright colors. Hold on. Do I have the pose down? Me personally, I love superheroes, so this is a kind of a favorite of mine so far. Let's see what else they have on this wall. I mean, it's just incredible. I wish I had the artistic ability that some of these artists have. I mean, we've seen everything from like futuristic, like Tron murals, to superheroes, to like different nature Everglades. Like there were some birds there, like a heron, which was just phenomenal. There is a slight fee to get in, but so far it's been totally worth it. Now, I think there's also some sculptures coming up here, so we definitely want to see that. Like all kids' toys, kind of. But I like the vibe. I'll tell you what, all these murals are very stunning. And there are some famous artists that have painted them, and I can definitely see why. I mean, they just blow your mind with some of these murals and sculptures. Wynwood Walls was amazing. I think my favorite mural was probably the Tron, the futuristic mural, but all of them are really great. Put your comments below which one you think was your favorite, but we're going to explore a little bit more of the Wynwood area, so follow me as we check out a few more spots. Wynwood is such a vibrant area. You can see artwork all over bars and restaurants, but in particular, you want to check out the Smorgasburg food market, which has different tents and food vendors here. And when you think of Miami, I mean, they're known for having a huge food scene. Now, we're saving our appetite when we go to Little Havana in a little bit, but this is definitely a must-do for any traveler to check out the local cuisine. Domino Park is one of the major locations or major points of interest in Little Havana, and just like the name implies, this is a place where people can play dominoes. And if you're familiar with the Cuban culture, Dominoes are a huge game. And when you go into the park, it doesn't cost anything. You can just watch people play dominoes, and obviously during the night it's closed, but we're hoping to come back here tomorrow morning, fingers crossed, that we can catch a couple domino games in action. When you think of Miami, you have to think of Little Havana. It is the scene for Cuban cuisine and Cuban culture. We're at Doce Provisions, which obviously is a Cuban restaurant. So we ordered some light beverages, which I got a sparkling mojito, which is like a normal mojito, but with some sparkling wine. And Andrea got a classic margarita, which I feel like is a good staple for this culture. But we also placed some apps, which are going to come up in a little bit. But cheers. I have to say, this is kind of almost an unexpected treasure. They have inside seating as well as outside seating, but the outside is just like magnificent. They have lights and, of course, wall art murals as well, but it definitely gets you into the vibe of the Cuban scene as they have some Latin music playing, and the artwork they have is definitely Cuban inspired. I'm pretty excited. I think Andrea is too. Our appetizers have arrived, and we have the chorizo croquettes and then the champ buns, which look delicious. Both look really delicious. So I'm really excited to dig in. I don't know about Andrea there. All right. The chorizo was very good. Has some seasoning. I think Andrea tasted a little bit more seasoning on it than I did, but tasted really good. I think next thing we're going to move to is the buns. It's almost like a taco.
Well, you didn't even get any of the bao bun.
I actually like this a lot better than the croquettes. Like, I don't know what sauce they use on it, but it has like a little bit of spiciness, but not overpowering. And the dough is like soft and fluffy. So, tastes really good. So far 2 thumbs up on the food. I think my personal favorite was the buns. You just got so many different flavors with the pork belly, the pickled onion. I don't know what sauce they put in it, but it was just phenomenal. And kudos to our waiter who recommended it. So he has not led us astray so far. Andrea, I think like both, the croquettes were good as well. They are award-winning, not to downplay them at all. But definitely the buns, that would be my personal recommendation. We just got our entrees, and I wish I could pronounce them, but Andrea will put the name on there because it's in Spanish, and I don't really know the language that well. But the dish that I got, you have a fried egg with fried rice, pork belly, plantains. Andrea got plantains, like jasmine rice, and shredded beef, which looks delicious. So, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to dig in. It just looks too good. The food was spectacular. I mean, I feel stuffed. But we're going to head to one more place in Little Havana, and it's definitely a must-see. So, stay tuned as we head over that way. So the ice cream place that we wanted to try out, Azacur Ice Cream Company, is unfortunately closed because of New Year's Eve hours, but it's supposed to be a very popular place as it's inspired by Cuban culture and it has really rave reviews. But put your comments below if you've been there. Let us know how it is. Unfortunately, we won't get to taste it, but I think we're going to enjoy some of the New Year's festivities here in Miami. This neighborhood is hustling and bustling with activity. You can hear the Latin music, the bongos going. I mean, you have people dancing and fireworks going off. But Andrea and I are going to go back to our Airbnb, pour some champagne, and toast in the new year. So we're going to wish everyone a happy new year. But tomorrow morning, we're going to go explore even more Miami. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning and Happy New Year from Key Biscayne, Florida. We decided to wake up early to see a beautiful sunrise and take in the South Florida waters. So we're in Bill Bragg's State Park right now, and obviously they have hiking trails, but one of the top points to see is the Cape Florida Light, which obviously is a lighthouse. Built in 1825, it's remarkable. It's lasted over 200 years, well, almost 200 years. They do have some tours, but they're only available Thursday through Monday. But it just looks like a remarkable beauty as well. But stunning beach. You can go fishing, some boating. We made sure we got a little bit of coffee to enjoy the sunrise, but it's just absolutely stunning. But we're going to kind of walk around and see what else the park has to offer. One of the top things to do in Florida is the Everglades National Park and the Biscayne National Park. There's just so much to do there. So we recommend, if you have more than 24 hours, to check those places out. But since we're a little bit short in time, we're going to try and see if we can do that for our next trip. You know, fingers crossed. We made it back to Domino Park this morning, and unfortunately it's closed, but the city or neighborhood's coming to life, and Andrea wants a Cuban coffee, which she's been raving about for a while, so let's go find one. Wow, you can definitely feel the espresso and sugar in the Cuban coffee. I'll definitely be up all night. But this place, they also have a cigar factory where they make the cigars, which is pretty cool. But Andrea and I are going to enjoy our nice Cuban coffee together here. Cheers. Little Havana was amazing. Andrea and I both agree. 2 thumbs up on the Cuban coffee. But we're about to hit South Beach, which is another huge icon of Miami. So let's go soak up the sun and head over to South Beach. Lummis Park is a great way to start exploring the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Right in between Ocean Drive and the beach itself with the ocean. It's a beautiful place where you can see architecture from the 20s and 30s, which it's famous for, and it's bustling with restaurants and gift shops. But let's take a look at some of the unique architecture and the beach as well. We made it to South Beach, and even on a holiday, it's hustling. You can see people swimming, suntanning, and even a couple of people parasailing. So it's no wonder that this is a huge, iconic place to be in Miami. We're about to go find a cool drink since it's a little hot here, but this concludes our tour of Miami, and we really enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as that continues to help us build our content. But until next time. keep on exploring. We got the Hablos Ropa Vene
Abuelas.
Pueblos.
Abuelas.
Abuelos.
Abuelas.
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 That's what I'm saying, abuelos. Follow me as we start our journey. Forget to like and subscribe.
Come on.